Welcome to FNN High School Softball. This afternoon, the Piedmont Lady Bulldogs host the Sacs Lady Wildcats. Today's game is presented in part by Sunny King Toyota, Oxford Lumber Ace Hardware, Avery Auto Sales, Cobb Automotive, Sunny King Honda, and by Sneed Ag. Now let's go to the field for all this afternoon's action of the Lady Bulldogs hosting the Lady Wildcats. Here's Brant Locklear.
Hello again, everyone. This is Brant Locklear along with Judd Edwards, and it's a beautiful afternoon for softball here at Piedmont. A beautiful facility, one of the finest softball facilities that I've seen in my days in Alabama high school softball. I was fortunate enough to help coach at Enterprise High School for some 9 years, and we traveled all over the state, and 6A and never saw a facility as fine as this, Judd. The field is just manicured perfectly. It's just a beautiful outfield.
That it is, Brent. That's what I was saying when I pulled up. I haven't been out to Piedmont in a while, and this campus that they have put together is top of the line. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a place like this anywhere in the state of Alabama, regardless of classification.
One of the things I noticed in going into the outfield in some of the pregame is that it's like the rough out there on a golf course, and a ball is going to hit, and it's just going to die. So you can afford to play a little bit in maybe because the ball's just not going to shoot by you as fast. But you've got two teams coming into this game heading in different directions. Sacs, perennial power in the 3A ranks, is really down this season. They've lost a lot of players from last year's team. I think they've only got one coming back. So they've kind of gone to a lot of new young talent now. They've got 2 8th graders, 4 9th graders, 3 10th graders. So they're struggling along at 2 and 9. Then you've got Piedmont coming in here 14 and 8, and they've won 3 or 4 other last games in the last couple of weeks, beating Gadsden City on Monday and wiped out Weaver 15-0 on Tuesday. So two teams heading in opposite directions.
Right, and you know it's tough for Sacs. Like you said, a perennial power, coming off a state championship a couple years ago. One junior on the team, the oldest player on the team, but you know there's some good building blocks there for them. They got some young players that are contributing this year, and so the future looks bright. They might be wearing it on the chin a little bit this year, but next couple of years they'll have some more experience and should be able to put together a pretty competitive club.
Well, the thing I did notice when I I saw Sacs play the other night is that they're still well coached. They're still
absolutely
hitting the cutoffs. They're still backing up when they're supposed to be backing up on plays, and so even though they're young and small, and they're still doing the right things, and good things are going to happen when they keep doing the fundamentals like that.
Absolutely. As a coach, you take a lot of pride in doing the small things correctly, and I know that Sacs, I'm sure that they would much rather be 9-2 than 2-9, but at least there is some positive there that they're doing the little things day in and day out that are going to count in the future for sure.
Well, they were blessed the last 3 years to have a pitcher by the name of Taylor West, and she's making quite a name for herself now in college.
Absolutely. Taylor was a heck of a ball player and had a great career at Sacs and is now at JSU and getting to play a lot as a freshman, and I know that they're proud of Taylor.
Well, we'll take a short break now. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network. We'll be back with more comments.
Hey, Daryl, that's what a catfish looks like in case you forgot. It's all in the bait. Maybe noodling's not your sport. What you got over there? A whole lot of nothing? Stick with me, buddy. You'll get there. You are going on my wall, baby.
We're gonna need a bigger cooler.
You go back to Jack's for more.
Tax refund time is here. Time to purchase a set of Michelin tires for your family vehicle from Cobb Automotive, an authorized Michelin store that has been providing the Oxford area with quick, dependable service and quality tires at affordable prices for over 30 years. Get a set of Michelin Defender tires, the best standard minivan passenger tire offering confident driving through exceptional safety, longevity, and a quiet, comfortable ride to protect the ones you love the most. Cobb Automotive has qualified technicians for all your automotive needs, from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Cobb Automotive, Highway 21 South in Oxford.
Do you need a good quality car or SUV, but because of past credit problems, all you hear is,
I'm sorry, we just can't do it.
It's time for you to come to Avery Auto Sales in Oxford. Avery Auto Sales is the easiest place in the state to get pre-owned car financing. And just because it's easier at Avery doesn't mean limited choices. They pride themselves in always keeping a lot full of good, clean, affordable pre-owned cars that are all Avery approved for quality before they ever get this tag. Stop in today where it's easier to hear.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Avery Auto Sales in Oxford.
Your ring is in the P-trap, not in the ocean. You'll just need tongue and groove pliers, a washer, and a bucket for the trapped water.
Hey, what are you guys working on?
Tool shells. Things.
Oh, that wasn't suspicious at all.
Getting help at ACE is like going to your neighbor.
Getting help at Oxford Lumber is like getting help from your neighbor. Visit us at any of our locations or visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over. And cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
This is Eli Gold inviting you to the 2014 Race Fever Fan Frenzy, Friday, May 2nd at Talladega Superspeedway. It's your chance to meet and get autographs from Sprint Cup, Nationwide, and ARCA drivers. Bid on hundreds of unique auction items, memorabilia, and once-in-a-lifetime race experiences. Doors open at 5. Tickets are $50, but they benefit the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. For tickets, visit racefever.org or call 256-761-3369.
Back here at Piedmont softball as the Lady Bulldogs take on the team from Sacs, coached by Michelle Lively. And let's take a minute now and go through the Sacs batting order.
The probable lineup for Sacs Wildcats: leading off, number 20, Miracle Denard. Hitting 2-hole, number 24, Deja Johnson. In the 3-hole, number 7, Sydney Burr. In the cleanup spot, number 16, Lakin Haynes. 5-hole, number 22, Tatiana Jenkins, followed by Taylor Teague there in the 6-hole. Batting in the 7th spot, probably pitching, number 11, Ashley Chappa. Playing third base, Cheyenne James. And playing second base, number 12, Maya Northard.
And I believe the first baseman is going to be number 15, Paulina Garcia, and she'll be not hitting in the lineup for the Sacs Wildcats.
Defensive specialist down there, Paulina Garcia.
Sacs brings a little bit of speed to the top of that order. Miracle Denard, she's got a good eye at the plate, some good speed, and she's just an 8th grader. And I believe Lakin Haynes and Sydney Burr also provide a little bit of pop in the lineup, and Burr's a real aggressive player. On defense, she dives for balls, and she can run as well. So Sacs a little bit of speed at the top of the lineup, and they're going to need that here tonight or this afternoon to win this game against Piedmont.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I know that the coach likes to have some speed at the top of the lineup, and Miracle Denard and Deja Johnson. Those are going to be the table setters. Get those girls on base so that Sydney and Lakin can drive them in. I know that if they're able to get some timely hits tonight, get some guys on base, then they'll have a chance to score some runs and eventually, hopefully, win the ball game.
When you look at Sacs' schedule coming in, they may have a record that's not like it's been in the past, but they have played a tough schedule. In fact, oddly enough, 4 games they've had to play against Jacksonville High School, which is a 4A team, and they've also lost to this Piedmont team 14-4 earlier in the season. Piedmont, a real strong team. They lost to Raglan, who's number 2 in Class 1A this week, and played in a couple tournaments, but they've had a lot of games rained out this season, so the weather has not been favorable to them as well either.
Yeah, it's not been the best baseball and softball weather early this spring, but hopefully it looks like we're being able to shake it off a little bit. The past couple days have been beautiful. I know today it's about, 75 degrees and sunny. You couldn't ask for better weather today for softball, I'll tell you that.
Just beautiful out here. Sacs, the keys to the game, I think, for them are going to be they're going to have to play good defense, not make any mistakes, and they're going to have to get pretty good pitching. They struggled the other night with several walks against Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley was crowding the plate, and just really they weren't able to get Pleasant Valley off the plate. And
right.
They hit the ball well and scored a lot of runs and walks and stuff like that. So Sack's going to have to really be on their toes.
Absolutely. When you're playing a good club like this Piedmont team is, you got to throw strikes, you got to play solid defense, and you got to get the big hit. And that's going to be key for Sacks tonight. If they can play solid defense, if they can get the timely hit, they're going to be in the game. It's just a matter of kind of keeping this Piedmont team at bay throughout the course of the game, trying to limit the big inning, and at the end of the game, hopefully you're right there in it. Well,
we'll take another break here as we get ready to start this game in just a few minutes. Field is beautiful out there. You see the Sacks players, the Piedmont players out there warming up and practicing. And with that, we'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
It's the March Madness sale going on all month long at Sonny King Honda. Check out our championship lineup. Rates as low as 0.9%. Lease a 14 Accord LX for only $199 a month. Lease a 14 Civic LX for only $149 a month. Check out all of our inventory at SonnyKingHonda.com. Sonny King Honda is your one-stop shop for new and used cars. Sonny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
So I'm looking for a purple, but not like the purple, but more like a purple. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's something you could live with for a long time.
Find your soul paint at Ace with Clark & Kensington Paint and Primer in One. Now ranked #1 by a leading consumer magazine.
We'll help you find your soul paint at Oxford Lumber. And for other specials, visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace, the helpful place.
Custom Pizza on Highway 77 is where the Talladega area comes for one-of-a-kind homemade pizza. Made fresh to order, including the dough. Get yours with the toppings you want or choose from one of our many specialty pizzas. And just because it's fresh and homemade doesn't mean it has to cost more. Daily specials include a one-topping pizza you can pick up for just $8.75. Dine in, curbside, carry out, or delivery. For the best pizza in Talladega, it's Custom Pizza. They also have calzones, hoagies, muffalettas, pasta, wings, even desserts. Call 256-362-3339 and place your order now.
Hi, this is Vernon Thomas, General Manager, Sonny King Toyota in Zion. Hey, it's March. You know what? Toyota, #1 for a reason sales event. We're going to show you why we're #1. How about the 2014 Toyota Camry, #1 selling car in America, 12 years running. You can buy that vehicle for $18,888. How about this? 2014 Toyota Corolla, #1 selling car in the world. Buy it for $16,995. No gimmicks, no games. Come see these and all the great deals on new Sonny King Toyota in Zion on the New Motor Mile in Oxford, Alabama, where the customer is king.
Hey, is that a chainsaw carving of a chainsaw?
It's a Craftsman chainsaw. We have all the best brands. Weber, Scotts, Craftsman.
Genius.
It is.
Getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Visit us at Oxford Lumber for the best prices on the best brands with the best help for all your home improvement needs. And visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that it's smart to replace washing machine hoses every 5 years? What if you didn't know that you might need extra coverage for more expensive items? And what if you didn't know that teen drivers are 4 times more likely to get into an accident? So, the more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
We are back here at Piedmont. Beautiful afternoon for softball. And the Piedmont Bulldogs hosting the Sacks Wildcats. This is Brant Locklear along with Judd Edwards, former quarterback for the Oxford Yellow Jackets, baseball player at the University of Louisiana Monroe.
That's right, that's right. Lucky enough to be able to play for 4 years down there, play under head coach Jeff Scheck-Snyder, and had a good time, had a good career, got to meet a lot of good people, play some good baseball, but I'm glad to be back in the Calhoun County area, living back in Oxford now, and being able to work with young baseball and softball players at XL Baseball Academy. I'm really proud of that and kind of give back to the community that helped make me the person that I am.
Well, I was telling him earlier that in my days, I played at Troy. They were known as Northeastern Louisiana.
In my 4-year career, we played Troy, I guess, 12 times, and it was 12 of the most hard-fought baseball games I've ever been a part of. I know that Coach Pierce has a good club down there year in and year out, and I know they're proud of their baseball program, and it made for some fun weekends, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there's some good baseball played at that level in the college ranks these days. Let's take a look now at the Piedmont Bulldogs coming into this game on a bit of a roll. They're 14-8 on the season, looking pretty good in the Class 3A Area 8. They're in the same area with Piedmont, Sax, Weaver, and White Plains, so this is an area game. And the starting lineups now for the Piedmont Bulldogs.
Yeah, leading things off for Piedmont is going to be the shortstop, Tori Roberts. She's a good player, table setter. Like we mentioned earlier, she'll be wearing number 11. Hitting second and playing second base, Madison Pike, wearing number 8. Hitting in that 3 spot, Kaylee Williams, one of the key players for his Piedmont Lady Bulldogs team. She'll be pitching, hitting in the 3 hole. Hitting clean up the first baseman, Caitlin Tant, wearing number 32. The designated player in the 5 hole, number 7, Kendall Presley. She'll be followed by Mallory Roberts, wearing number 24 and playing left field. Catcher is Hayden Tyree. She'll be hitting in the 7 hole, followed by Hannah Holsizer, who'll be playing third base and hitting in that 8 spot. Then hitting 9th, playing center field, will be Rachel Baggett, wearing number 21. And then playing right field, the flex player for today is going to be Peggy Ridley. She'll be wearing number 5.
And the Piedmont Bulldogs, again, like we said earlier, having a good week as they defeated Gadsden City, a 6A team, on Monday, 7-3. Defeated Weaver 15-0 on Tuesday. So they're coming back off the spring break when they went down and went 4-3 down in the Gulf Coast Classic down in Gulf Shores, and so they're starting to play some pretty good ball. They played a tough schedule as well. They've some of their losses have been to Pell City 6A, Gadsden City 6A, and they played Jacksonville 3 or 4 times. Fort Payne always has a good team. Cleveland County pretty strong this year, and so they played a rugged schedule in getting ready for this.
Absolutely, Brent, and I'm sure Coach Smith is very proud of her girls. Like we said earlier, not the oldest team. They have 1 senior, I think, and that's going to be Mallory Roberts, who's playing left field today. Coach Smith has been able to take her girls play some 6A schools, some 5A schools, and they've been competitive. You know, sitting at 14-8 right now with some losses to 6A schools, and then they turn around and also beat a 6A school in Gadsden City. So I know that that's something she's proud of. I know it's something that she's looking forward to going into area play, knowing they've already played some top competition.
Yeah, if you look at their lineup, Tori Roberts has had a huge week. She against Weaver, she had 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 stolen bases, and 3 RBIs in that win. Against Gadsden City, she had 2 hits and knocked in 2 or 3 runs, and just a 10th grader, but she plays great defense, and she can really, sometimes you see shortstops at this level that can just take over a game, and the couple of times I've seen them play, she's really had some awesome games.
Yeah, Tori's an athlete. Anytime you have a sophomore starting on your varsity team, you know she's a special player. And then when you stick her at shortstop, she's hitting leadoff. She's stealing 4 bags, getting 2 hits and 2 walks a game. That's exactly what you want out of your leadoff. I know Coach Smith hopes that she can continue that trend, getting on base, setting the table, so that Kaylee Williams, Caitlin Tant, Kendall Presley can drive her in.
Her sister, meanwhile, plays in left field, and she'll be batting 6th. I had the pleasure of meeting them last week at the Olive Garden where my daughter works, and they were in there having lunch, and they gave me all the scoop on Piedmont high school softball.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know Tori and Mallory, I'm sure that they don't take it for granted. Growing up, being able to play on the same high school team as your sister, I'm sure that's a special feeling. I know that growing up with a big brother who played baseball, it doesn't get any more competitive than it is between 2 brothers, and I'm sure it's the same for sisters. So I know that they probably enjoy spending time with each other, pushing each other to get better, and then, you know, winning some softball games at 14-8, having a good year. Hopefully that'll continue. They'll make a good playoff run.
And I would point out they were on opposite sides of the table while they were eating. But Kaylee Williams also brings something to the table. She had 9 strikeouts against Gadsden City, and she struck out 5 against Weaver the other day in just 3 innings. So she brings a little bit of speed. She's got a pretty good little change, and so she's going to be a tough task for the Sax batters tonight.
Yeah, Calhoun County's probably not looking forward to facing Kaylee Williams for the next 3 years. You know, only a freshman, starting pitcher, hitting in the 3 hole, one of the better players in the area, in the county. Opposing coaches probably don't have a lot of confidence when she steps up to the plate or steps in the pitcher's circle. Whereas Coach Smith, you know, I'm sure that she's giddy about the fact that she's got her for a few more years, continuing to build a strong core of good young players, and, you know, hopefully here in the next couple of years that paying off in the playoffs with some championships.
Well, it looks like the officials are now starting to come out. Both teams are now finding their way back towards the dugouts, and so it looks like we'll be getting this thing started here in just a few minutes. So we'll take another break right now, and this is the high school softball here on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
we build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
This is Eli Gold inviting you to the 2014 Race Fever Fan Frenzy. Friday, May 2nd at Talladega Superspeedway. It's your chance to meet and get autographs from Sprint Cup, Nationwide, and ARCA drivers. Bid on hundreds of unique auction items, memorabilia, and once-in-a-lifetime race experiences. Doors open at 5. Tickets are $50, but they benefit the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. For tickets, visit racefever.org or call 256-761-3369.
Hey, Daryl, that's what a catfish looks like in case you forgot. It's all in the bait. Maybe noodling's not your sport. What you got over there? Whole lot of nothing? Stick with me, buddy. You'll get there. You are going on my wall, baby.
We're gonna need a bigger cooler.
You go back, back, back to Jack, Jack, Jack's for more, more, more.
Tax refund time is here. Time to purchase a set of Michelin tires for your family vehicle from Cobb Automotive, an authorized Michelin store that has been providing the Oxford area with quick, dependable service and quality tires at affordable prices for over 30 years. Get a set of Michelin Defender tires, the best standard minivan passenger tire offering confident driving through exceptional safety, longevity, and a quiet, comfortable ride to protect the ones you love the most. Cobb Automotive has qualified technicians for all your automotive needs, from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Cobb Automotive, Highway 21 South in Oxford.
This FNN Sports exclusive is brought to you in part by Cobb Automotive, with locations on Highway 21 in Oxford and Quintard Avenue in Anniston. Visit Cobb Automotive for quality name brand tires, including Michelin, Firestone, Cooper Tire, and Uniroyal. Plus, get ASE certified service work.
We're back here at Piedmont, where the Piedmont Bulldogs are about to take on the Sacs Wildcats. I'm not sure if they're going to have a national anthem here or not, but we've got other games coming up next week. Clay Central at Munford on Monday. Alexandria at Jacksonville on Tuesday. That'll be an important area game at Jacksonville. And then next Thursday, Sacs and Weaver. We'll be taking that game over in Weaver, I believe that is. And so some good baseball action next week on the board for here at FNN.
Absolutely. I know Alexandria Jacksonville, that's a pretty bitter rivalry. I know both programs are traditionally pretty good at baseball. Alexandria's got a very strong club this year, so that should be a heck of a game next week.
It's going to be interesting to see how Piedmont, I think the keys to their victory is going to be is if the top three people in the order get on and they've got their game going. It's going to be tough for Sacs because they just jumped all over Weaver. They got 10 runs in the top of the first inning against Weaver on Tuesday, and so they've got a lot of people that can hit the softball.
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons that they've won 14 games this year. Jumping out to big leads early, 10 runs in the first inning, that's tough to come back from. I know as an opposing player, you got a team that goes out and puts up 10 in the top of the first, you're already kind of defeated. You still got to play 5 more innings. So I know Piedmont takes a lot of pride in trying to start fast, start early, get girls on, drive them around, and then rely on Kayla Williams to throw strikes, and they're going to play solid D behind her.
Well, let's talk about this facility again just a minute. It's just beautiful in the background. If you're looking in from the outfield and looking towards home plate, you'll see the mountains in the distance over there, and just a beautiful setting. And they've got the football stadium, and everything is brick.
Yeah,
and new brick as well.
It's brick everywhere.
It's just beautiful.
It's like a college campus here. It's a gym for sure. Middle of Piedmont, Alabama. You drive up on 200 and then you stumble across this beauty, and it's awesome. I know that they take a lot of pride in it. Everything is clean. It's well kept. It's something that they take a lot of pride in. And then their athletic programs, they reflect the pride that they take in their facilities because they're competitive year in and year out in every sport.
And if you look up behind us too, you see reserved blue seats for girls softball here in the Piedmont faithful. Filling them up, and you just don't see reserved seats very much at a girls softball facility.
You absolutely don't. You don't see reserved seats a lot in college athletics now, outside of your powerhouse conferences. But yeah, it's a nice facility. They got the seat back with the armrest, and there's fans kicked back with their feet up, enjoying a hot dog and a drink, and getting ready to watch some good area softball.
And they also have if you look out from home plate towards center field, you also see a beautiful scoreboard out there where you've got electronic scoreboard inning by inning across through there, and you've got the farmland in the background, and it just makes you wish you just come up here all the time.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful backdrop. Man, it's going to be hard to pay attention to the game now that you mentioned that that awesome scene out there behind the outfield fence. But, yeah, that scoreboard's awesome. That's a high-dollar scoreboard. Everything's top of the line here. It's first class. I can look over at the baseball facility, grandstands, brick everywhere. The grass is green. The dirt's drug. You couldn't ask for more.
And the infield is made out of that fine, grainy dirt, and there's not many. I went out there and looked at it, not very many pebbles in it, so as an infielder you love to have that nice smooth surface so when the ball hits you get a nice true bounce to it and you don't have to worry about bad hops hitting you in the face.
Absolutely. As an infielder, having a surface that you can trust, you can let your hands work, you can let your feet work, and you don't have to worry about that bad hop. It takes a lot of the thinking out of it. You can get out there, you can trust your field, you can just react, make plays, and it helps you play loose. That makes you a better player. And I know Piedmont, they play good defense. They're going to play loose. They're going to play confident, and they should. They're a 14-8 team coming off a big win. But I'll tell you what, Sachs is going to put up a fight. They're not going to lay down. They're going to play hard. They're going to do the right things. So it should be a heck of a game.
I'm really not for sure. Looks like there's some sort of delay here. I don't know.
I think we might be waiting on another umpire.
That's what I was thinking. The one and maybe the home plate umpire, because the other umpire is standing at the gate looking out towards the parking lot.
Right.
I will mention one other thing about the infield, and then we'll probably go to another break here while we wait on that umpire to get here. But the outfield grass rather, is cut very close, so I always kind of like that, where I could get a grip with my cleats on a ball. I would play right on the grass, and it would help me get a better jump on the ball.
Absolutely. I'd be surprised if the shortstop, the second baseman, didn't play with their heels right there on the lip of that grass. You want to keep it in front of you, keep it on the dirt, so you don't have to deal with that lip. But it does definitely help with traction, pushing off, getting the balls. It's going to increase that range a little bit. But then your corner infielders in softball are definitely going to be playing in closer, especially with some of the speed at the top of the Sachs and Piedmont lineups. They're going to be in trying to protect against the slap, protect against the bunt. But in the middle, definitely they'll be pushed back, playing this big, nice infield, and trusting their arms.
Well, while we wait on the umpires the umpire to arrive, we'll take a break. This is Brant Locklear along with Judd Edwards coming to you live from Piedmont. And Piedmont about to host the Sachs Wildcats, so we'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Hi, this is Vernon Thomas, General Manager, Sonny King Toyota in Zion. Hey, it's March. You know what? Toyota, #1 for a reason sales event. We're going to show you why we're #1. How about the 2014 Toyota Camry, #1 selling car in America, 12 years running. You can buy that vehicle for $18,888. How about this? 2014 Toyota Corolla, #1 selling car in the world. Buy it for $16,995. No gimmicks, no games. Come see these and all the great deals on new Sonny King Toyota in Zion on the New Motor Mile in Oxford, Alabama, where the customer is king.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate a lower tax bill. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will fight for you using industry secrets that can stop any IRS actions, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce your past tax bill, so you pay the IRS less. And we have a 95% customer satisfaction rating. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call the Tax Doctor now for a free IRS audit emergency review.
Is your business growing and now you need a new and bigger building? Has your organization outgrown their facility and now it's time to expand? Do your hobbies require the need for more space? If you're paying rent, but now you want the advantages of owning, the prospect of financing, construction, and on-time completion may seem out of your reach. General Steel Corporation has the answer. A pre-engineered steel building from the General will not only look great and satisfy almost any need, but you'll save time and money. Our team will help you create your building and deliver it to your location. We offer design services to help you present your concept to board members, bankers, or for fundraising. And the General can even help with financing. General Steel is a name you know, with quality backed by a 50-year structural warranty. Call today and find out how easy it is to have the building you want. You may even save up to $20,000 with rebates. If you need space, you need the General.
Do you need a good quality car or SUV, but because of past credit problems, all you hear is,
"I'm sorry, we just can't do it"?
It's time for you to come to Avery Auto Sales in Oxford. Avery Auto Sales is the easiest place in the state to get pre-owned car financing. And just because it's easier at Avery doesn't mean limited choices. They pride themselves in always keeping a lot full of good, clean, affordable pre-owned cars that are all Avery approved for quality before they ever get this tag. Stop in today where it's easier to hear.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Avery Auto Sales in Oxford.
Hey guys, welcome to Top of the River. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We're where families come for fresh seafood, delicious steaks, and farm-raised catfish. There's great appetizers, our famous greens, cornbread, slaw, onions, and everybody loves our fried dill pickles. We also have private rooms, reservation seating, and handle large parties. And we now offer on-site catering.
Thank you for coming to Top of the River.
Open 7 days a week. Best catfish in the world.
It's the March Madness sale going on all month long at Sunny King Honda. Check out our championship lineup. Rates as low as 0.9%. Lease a 14 Accord LX for only $199 a month. Lease a 14 Civic LX for only $149 a month. Check out all of our inventory at sunnykinghonda.com. Sunny King Honda is your one-stop shop for new and used cars. Sunny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Your ring is in the P-trap, not in the ocean. You'll just need tongue and groove pliers. A washer. And a bucket for the trapped water.
Hey, what are you guys working on?
Tool. Shells. Things.
Oh, that wasn't suspicious at all.
Getting help at ACE is like going to your neighbor.
Getting help at Oxford Lumber is like getting help from your neighbor. Visit us at any of our locations or visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
We are back here at Piedmont where the Piedmont Bulldog Lady Girls are being announced, and I believe we may be about ready to go here shortly as they are going to have, I think, the national anthem. But Monday, we've got a big game coming up, Judd. Clay Central and Munford. Big 4A area game, I believe.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's going to be a competitive game down in Munford. Munford's looking to get a big home win against Clay Central for sure.
So we got some big games. Alexandria, Jacksonville on Tuesday.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, if you're a baseball fan, you live in the Calhoun County area, you need to get over and watch that game. There's a couple of college prospects that are going to be on the field. I know Alexandria has JSU commit Dalton Cobb, a front runner for Calhoun County Player of the Year, one of the better hitters in the area. The guy can really swing it. So if you're a baseball fan, you like good high school baseball, get over there and check out that Alexandria-Jacksonville baseball game because it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, Jacksonville's got some players as well. Chris Elias, I believe, is a strong pitcher, and Chance Marbut has had some big games in the last couple of weeks, and then they hit the ball a ton over there. And of course, Alexandria's always got a very solid program, and in the running all the time. And now you see the lineups coming out for Piedmont.
Yeah, Lady Bulldogs taking the field right now, and they look the part. Clean cut, good athletic-looking players. They got the eye black going, trying to get a little intimidation factor, I believe. Yeah, I think both teams are looking ready to go. Should be a good, hard-fought game.
Just looking at the sun as it starts to come down, you got to wonder if that's going to be a factor on your hitters a little bit.
Yeah, as a former hitter, it's never good when you're having to battle the sun, and then you're also having to battle a pitcher like Kaylee Williams. But hopefully it'll start to set a little towards the left, so it's not going to be too big of an impact on the hitting. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in a little bit.
I know in slow pitch softball in Oxford, the one field over there, the ball comes right out of the sun, and you can't even hardly hit it in slow pitch. And I'm just wondering, you know, fast pitch. Even the umpire has trouble seeing it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Speaking of umpires, it looks like we finally did round up our second one. He's here at the plate meeting with the coaches. But yeah, the sun's tough. And as a pitcher, you're going to use that to your advantage. You know, in college baseball, you got sidearm guys that they only pitch when the sun's setting behind the left center field wall. Coaches say, hey, let's go to the pen, bring in the sidearm guy. And hitters just love hitting off those guys. But I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too big of a factor. Hopefully we'll be able to play a clean game, and it'll be hard fought, and we'll see what happens.
I can remember in my playing days at Troy, we were playing Georgia Tech in Atlanta. In that particular game, I got shifted to right field, and there was some sun coming right in over the top of the stadium in right field, and the dorms were right behind me, so you could hear the game being broadcast on the radio, and you could hear fly ball to right field, and I could hear that, and I'm looking for the ball up in the, and I dropped 2 in a row, didn't even see them, and all of a sudden somebody emerges out of the dugout, comes running, and one of the managers comes running out there, and I'm not going to repeat exactly what he said, but Coach said, put on your sunglasses. And here they are.
Yeah, absolutely. As an infielder, you got the mid-game shift to the outfield. Yep. The first thing in your mind is, oh, please don't hit this first ball to me. And then every time, what's it do? It finds you. It's going to find you.
I remember Coach thinking, or coming in there and saying, Locke, I would just like to know what your thinking was on that, why you would not go out there with your sunglasses. I really had no answer for him.
As long as you got a couple knocks that game, I guess it all evened out, though, huh?
Well, the good news was, in the 7th inning, I ended up with the bases loaded, and we were down 1 run, and I hit a little pop-up into right field, and their right fielder lost it, and I ended up with a 3-run double in the paper, and we win the game.
Absolutely. So. Hey, it looks like a line drive in the scorebook the next day. You were the hero after that when everybody forgot about those drop fly balls.
Well, I don't think Coach really remembered that part of it. I don't remember being a hero in anything.
It looks like we're getting ready to go here.
Right, pitching for Piedmont, of course, is going to be Kaylee Williams, the 9th grader. Leadoff hitter is going to be Miracle Denard, the 8th grader. She had a couple of hits the other night against Pleasant Valley and a stolen base, so she's got some speed. And she's playing third base this evening. She was DH the other night.
Let's see what kind of approach Miracle goes with right here to start this game off.
She's crowding the plate. Williams winding the pitch, low and inside, hits the dirt, ball 1.
Not surprised. Looks like Miracle was taken all the way right there as a leadoff with a good pitcher on the mound, trying to see some pitches, get on base, see if they can put some pressure on Piedmont.
Home plate umpire, he was the late guy, and he gets hit with that first pitch, foul tip. Believe it got him again. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He won't be late next time.
I think it's evening out just a little bit. Denard just got a piece of that one. Count 1-1 as Williams fires again. Look low. Might have caught the knees, but 2 balls and a strike.
Good take by Denard. Being patient, looking for a pitch she can drive, not swinging at Kaylee Williams' pitches.
Just getting started in this game. Fouled off by Denard. It'll make it even 2-2. And they've got a nice screen here. It sticks out over the playing field, so you're not going to get many pop-ups behind the plate to catch, but it keeps the fans safe. 2-2 pitch by Williams. And there's a line drive up the middle, base hit. As Miracle Denard singles to lead off the game for the Sacs Wildcats.
That is the perfect at-bat for the leadoff hitter from Sacs. Saw some pitches, went to a 2-2 count, fouled off a couple of tough pitches, then gets the line drive up the middle to lead it off. Now let's see if the Lady Wildcats can move her over and get her in.
Shortstop Cindy Burr batting, number 7. She's a 9th grader. Let's see if she puts down the bunt. Third baseman creeping in. She fouls it off, outside pitch. Didn't get it down.
Yeah, not surprised to see them bunting right here. Like I said, leadoff gets on, you bunt her over, you let your 3 and your 4 hole hitters drive her in. Just got to get that barrel out in front of her eyes a little bit so she can see it. She's not trying to bunt for hit. She wants to get the bunt down, move the runner, and go from there.
This is where Williams wants to get the ball up so she doesn't have a good chance to bunt it. Ball inside, runner goes. Denard slides into second base standing up and picked up another stolen base. She had 2 the other night, 1 tonight. She can run.
Absolutely. That's that pressure you're putting on the defense. Putting it on the catcher, you're putting it on the pitcher to make good pitches, give your infielders a chance. And I think that chance of bunting just increased by about 100%.
Yeah, now you want to bunt the ball to the third baseman to get her to come in and maybe, no, she fouls a line drive into the Sachs dugout. Cleared a few people over there.
Yeah.
That ball was coming into their dugout right out of that sun.
Now you got some pressure on you as a hitter. Got to get the ball on the ground to the right side, get that runner to third base with one out here.
Ball and 2 strikes. Kaylee Williams fires. Strike 3 on the outside corner. First out of the inning. Denard on second as Lakin Haynes, one of the oldest player, I believe, on the Sachs team. She's a junior. Catcher. She's a battler. She steps way up in the box. Looks like she may be sitting on fastball.
Absolutely.
Ball high and inside.
As that 3-hole hitter, Coach Lively's looking for her to drive balls in the gap. You got a speedy runner on second base. She's looking for something that she can drive, get some barrel on, hopefully score this run with one out.
Denard led off with a single up the middle. Next pitch is going to be high and inside. Looks like that's 2 balls and no strikes.
Interesting to see if Coach Lively's going to let her swing away right here 2-0. Is she going to take a pitch, try to get on base, or is she going to let it fly right here?
Target's on the outside corner. Just missed, a little high. 3 balls and no strikes. Denard getting a good jump out there at second.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaylee looking to settle down right here. Just make one pitch. You don't have to get it all back at once. Throw a strike here and then go from there.
Williams takes a fastball right down the middle. Denard takes off for third and completely catches Piedmont napping.
Great base running by Denard. I love to see that. A little extra effort with the delay steal, and it pays off. Now you got your best hitter up, your fastest runner at third base with one out, a good chance to score a run.
We talked about that spade at the top of the lineup as Williams throws it and Haynes swings and misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes. She's battling back.
It's a big at bat for Sachs right here. If they can get this running, get on the board first, take a little pressure off their pitcher, it would be huge for them.
Piedmont defense not playing in, so she can get something down to the right side. It would help, but she goes down swinging. There's not much room between the plate and the backstop here, so you're not going to get many runs on a pass ball or a wild pitch.
Yeah, you're right, Brant. With 2 outs, though, I would be surprised if they didn't take a chance on a pass ball. Miracle's one of the fastest players on the field. They're playing with nothing to lose. They're going to play all out. Let's see what happens.
Deja Johnson at the plate. Takes it high and outside. Ball 1.
Almost got it right there. Good play by the catcher.
Well, the good thing about Miracle, she gets a good jump. She's not allowed to leave the base until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, but she can get off 3 or 4 steps and be there ready for that thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Williams has thrown 2 or 3 in the dirt. 2 outs. Another high fastball, swing and a miss.
A lot of the Sachs hitters getting way up in that box. They're trying to elevate that pitch so they can get barrel on it. They just got to lay off that high ball. They don't want to help Kaylee Williams out anymore. She's good enough that she don't need any extra help. See if they can be a little more selective, get some better pitches to hit right here.
And we'll see if Kaylee Williams keeps going up the ladder. Swing and a miss. Good fastball, outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kaylee Williams trying to strike out the side after a leadoff single by Miracle Denard. Johnson way up in the box. She hits a fly ball to right center. The center fielder is going to make the play. And the inning is over. We have played 1 top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit for the Sachs Wildcats. And we've got Piedmont coming to bat. We'll take a short break. This is FNN, the Friday Night Network.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
This is Eli Gold inviting you to the 2014 Race Fever Fan Frenzy, Friday, May 2nd at Talladega Superspeedway. It's your chance to meet and get autographs from Sprint Cup, Nationwide, and ARCA drivers. Bid on hundreds of unique auction items, memorabilia, and once-in-a-lifetime race experiences. Doors open at 5. Tickets are $50, but they benefit the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. For tickets, visit racefever.org or call 256-761-3369.
We're back here at Piedmont, Alabama. Beautiful afternoon for softball. This is Brant Locklear along with Judd Edwards. And the top of the first was completed with no runs and 1 hit by the Sacs Wildcats. Not a bad first inning for them.
Yeah, a good half of the inning. Obviously, Coach Lively would like to come out of it with a run, but leadoff single, stole a base. Good hustle play to delay steal to third, and then you get a barrel with 2 outs. It didn't fall, but Coach Lively's probably pleased with it. Hopefully they can continue to build on it and score some runs here in the next couple innings.
Well, pitching on the mound is the 10th grader Ashley Chappa, and leadoff hitter for the Piedmont Bulldogs, Tori Roberts. Roberts leading off. She's had a big week. Been on base 6 times, 5 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases in 2 games.
That's not a bad 2-game stretch, Brent.
Not at all. First pitch, ball inside.
And again, similar approach. She's going to be patient, want to get on base. Get on base, put some pressure on the defense. Use your athleticism to your advantage. Let's see what Tori does here on the second pitch.
11, pitching to 11. Fly ball. Center
well
field.
struck.
It's going to be back close to the fence, and a nice running catch out there by Deja Johnson, making the play right in front of the eye in Piedmont.
That's just good softball. It was a good pitch, a good swing, ball's barreled up, and then a great play by the center fielder.
Johnson playing center field tonight. She was in right field the other night, so she can play multiple positions.
Absolutely. You can tell just by looking at her, she's an athlete. She ran that ball down with ease.
Here's Madison Pike stepping into the box, 10th grader. Takes a strike on the knees.
Chappa's doing exactly what she wants to do too. Throwing strikes early, get ahead, put pressure on that hitter.
Sacs playing very well this first inning. Good defense. There's a little looping fly ball in the left center field. It's going to be caught by the shortstop.
Great
Diving
play.
catch in the grass by Sydney Burr, the 9th grader. 2 great plays by Sacs in the field.
Absolutely. Flashing the leather early on. That's a great play by Burr. That's not an easy play. I know it doesn't look like she ran a long way, but with that angle, catching the ball over the shoulder, that's a heck of a play.
Kaylee Williams now steps into the box, the pitcher for Piedmont. She's got some power in the left center field. Got good bat speed.
Absolutely. Key words there, bat speed. Good hitters have it, and she definitely has it.
No balls in 1 strike. High and outside. 1-1. No score here in the bottom of the first, and a well-played game so far.
Absolutely.
Chappa taking her time. High over her head. That'll be ball 2. 2 balls in 1 strike.
2-1 count right here. Expect to see Kaylee's best swing. She's going to get that foot down early. She's going to let those hands fly.
Again, Kaylee standing way up in the box.
Good take. Good take. Same thing here. 3-1 count. She is going to get her best swing off. She's not going to get cheated right here.
You know, when you see them standing up that far in the box, that close to the plate, you want to bust them on the hands if you can. And the next pitch is going to be high, and the patience pays off for Kelly Williams as she draws a 2-out walk here in the bottom of the first.
It's a great 2-out at bat. And you're right. When you see a hitter crowding the plate, a coach, a catcher, a pitcher, they want to come in. But with Kaylee Williams and right here with Caitlin Tant, you got to be careful, because if you don't get that ball all the way in, they're going to make you pay.
Tant went 1 for 3 against White Plains. She's big and strong, power hitter. She can rip the ball to right center and left center. Here's the wind and the pitch by Chappa. Ooh, got her in the back.
Yeah, it looks like it caught her in that shoulder. She shakes it off though, hustling down to first base. This is a big batter right here for Sachs. They need to get out of it. 2 quick outs, then a walk and a hit by pitch. Chappa's got to settle back down, fill up the zone, let her defense play behind her.
Kendall Presley, a 10th grader, the DH, is a hitting machine. I've seen her bat at least 5 times. I think she's gotten 4 hits on it. She likes to hit the ball into the gap in left center.
That's a good swing. She looks comfortable in the box. She got some good rhythm going. That was a very healthy hack right there on that 0-0 pitch.
And she will take that outside pitch and drive it to left center and up the middle. No balls on the strike. There's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Here comes Williams around. She's going to score, and runners are at first and second, and Piedmont takes a 1-0 lead.
That's an impressive approach right there. A walk, a hit by pitch, and then she gives her best swing 0-0, and then turns around and does the same thing on an 0-1 count. RBI single up the middle with 2 out hits. That's what it's about.
Here comes Mallory Roberts, left fielder, batting for Piedmont. Ball is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Tan on second, Presley on first.
Mallory, the lone senior on the field today.
And she's standing back in the box a bit. Takes it on the inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Where a hitter stands in the box, Brant, they're just trying to get comfortable. A lot of girls, a lot of guys like to get up in the front of the box. Some like to stand back.
Ball inside, 2 balls and a strike.
Hitters like to stand back in the box, see that ball a little bit deeper, help them recognize pitches. It looks like that's what Mallory's trying to do right here. See if she can get a big 2-out RBI.
She hits the ball to right field when she does hit it. There's a grounder to second, and the inning is over.
Good play.
Second baseman Sydney Burr making the play for the Sachs Wildcats. We played 1, Piedmont 1, Sachs nothing. We'll be back with some more high school softball here on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
It's the March Madness sale going on all month long at Sunny King Honda. Check out our championship lineup. Rates as low as 0.9%. Lease a 14 Accord LX for only $199 a month. Lease a 14 Civic LX for only $149 a month. Check out all of our inventory at SunnyKingHonda.com. Sunny King Honda is your one-stop shop for new and used cars. Sunny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Hey, Daryl, that's what a catfish looks like in case you forgot. It's all in the bean. Maybe noodling's not your sport. What you got over there? Whole lot of nothing? Stick with me, buddy. You'll get there. You are going on my wall, baby.
We're gonna need a bigger cooler.
You go back, back, back to Jack, Jack, Jack's. More, more, more.
This FNN Sports exclusive is brought to you in part by Sneed Ag, your local John Deere dealer on Highway 21 in Oxford. Stop in today and see the complete line of John Deere lawn and garden tractors.
We are back here at Piedmont. Piedmont leading 1-0. That last play was made by second baseman Maya Northard. I had written down the wrong position, so called out the wrong name. Want to make sure she gets credit for making that nice put out.
Absolutely.
4-3. Leading off, Taylor Teague, a 10th grader for the Sachs Wildcats. She's got a lot of speed, and she's a pull hitter as well, so we'll see if she can get around on Williams. She bunts it down the first baseline.
Nice
Picked
play.
up and throw to first in time for the out. Nice pitch. Nice play by Kelly Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a terrible bunt, not a great bunt. You'd like to see that ball get pushed a little bit more towards the first baseman. Try to get out in the Bermuda Triangle between that pitcher and that first baseman, make them both break for it. But good play by Kaylee Williams.
Tatiana Jenkins, 9th grader, in the bat now for the Sachs Wildcats. 1 out. She tries to bunt it as well, but didn't hold her bat. She held her bat like a 45-degree angle and hit the top of the bat and just bounced off.
Yeah, anytime you're trying to bunt for a hit, you got to get that bat head out in front of your eyes so you can see the bat and the ball. You got to keep that barrel above it. Try to get that ball on the ground. Bunt for a hit. The last thing you want is to pop that ball up there. Make them make a play.
No balls in 1 strike. Pitch by Williams. Grounded to the pitcher again, almost in the same spot down the first baseline. Williams catches it and makes the tag on Jenkins for the out. That'll go down as 1 unassisted. And the Wildcats are going quickly here, swinging early in the count. Ashley Chappa, the pitcher, batting now for Sachs.
Look for Chappa to try to see some pitches, extend this inning out. Kelly Williams made 2 quick outs. Chappa wants to extend it a little bit, take some time.
Ball's a strike, got the corner. Looks like they keep trying to bunt the ball past first base, or between the pitcher and first base, like you're saying, that little triangle, but as Piedmont not really playing in as close as some teams do on defense.
Right.
There's a fly ball, right field, and it is caught by the right fielder, Peggy Ridley, and the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down on about 7 quick pitches. As we go down to the bottom of the second, Piedmont leading 1-0. We'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Tax refund time is here. Time to purchase a set of Michelin tires for your family vehicle from Cobb Automotive, an authorized Michelin store that has been providing the Oxford area with quick, dependable service and quality tires at affordable prices for over 30 years. Get a set of Michelin Defender tires, the best standard minivan passenger tire, offering confident driving through exceptional safety, longevity, and a quiet, comfortable ride to protect the ones you love the most. Cobb Automotive has qualified technicians for all your automotive needs, from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Cobb Automotive, Highway 21 South in Oxford.
Hi, this is Vernon Thomas, General Manager, Sonny King Toyota in Zion. Hey, it's March. You know what? Toyota, #1 for a reason sales event. We're going to show you why we're #1. How about the 2014 Toyota Camry, #1 selling car in America, 12 years running. You can buy that vehicle for $18,888. How about this? 2014 Toyota Corolla, #1 selling car in the world. Buy it for $16,995. No gimmicks, no games. Come see these and all the great deals on new Sonny King Toyota in Zion on the New Motor Mile in Oxford, Alabama, where the customer is king.
One nothing as we go to the top half of the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off Hayden Tyree, the number 7 hitter in the lineup for Piedmont. Tyree has had a double and triple against Weaver, and manages to probably hit a ball game, so she's a good stick at the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. Burr fires it over, got her just in time.
Nice play.
Sydney Burr, good little shortstop despite a 9th grader.
Up next for the Lady Bulldogs, number 32.
Yeah, Sydney's a player to watch here in the future. Anytime you got a freshman playing shortstop, playing solid D, hitting in the 2-hole, you know she's an athlete.
Here comes Hannah Holsizer to the plate, third baseman. Ball inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like Ashley Chappa had got her control today. She's back after she walked a batter and hit a batter earlier in the game.
Yeah, she settled down nicely.
And as we say that, she gets one in the dirt. 2-0. Nice stop by the Sachs catcher, and that's Lakin Haynes in there. The 2-0.
That's a take all the way.
Got the corner, 2 balls on a strike.
You see these Piedmont hitters checking out those wristbands, the signs from the third base coach. I think that sign was hit it hard.
Ball just missed, 3-1.
It's a tough pitch there for Ashley Chappa. A good take, you know, on the same token, it's a good take there by Hannah Holsizer.
Not sure Ashley Chappa thought a whole lot about that call, but it was close. 3 balls on a strike. The 3-1 delivery in the dirt. Bounces up in the air away from the catcher, and Holsizer has a walk, and she will be on first base with 1 out. Rachel Baggett coming to the plate now, 9th grade center fielder for the Bulldogs. Rachel, she'll do anything she can to get on. I saw her, got hit by a pitch twice. She walked and she bunted to get on. She tries to bunt again, and it's a foul ball.
And see, that's not a bad bunt attempt right there. You want to be fine early in the count. You want to be fine with that bunt. It's either fair or foul. You're going for a hit. You don't want to push something out there that the pitcher can make an easy play on. So if I'm Coach Smith, I'm okay with that bunt attempt.
She was bunting for a base hit. Third baseman playing a little deep for sacks. They may try that bunt again. Fouled off. She reached for an outside pitch. No balls and 2 strikes.
Rachel's got to spread out, protect the box here, fight off some pitches till she can get something she can handle. It's a big at-bat. She can turn this into a good at-bat, see some more pitches, possibly end up on base or on the barrel, then it'd be a good AB.
And she got hit again just as we speak. She got hit twice on Tuesday night and gets hit again. I love her. She sets the table for the top of the order. She just gets on any way she can.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's a sign of a good hitter. She's not moving her feet. That box is hers. If you want to come in there, she's going to wear it. She's going to get on base, and then she's going to trust the top of her lineup to drive her in. And she's good at what she does because she's standing on first base.
She's got to have softball marks all over her legs after this week. Here's Tori Roberts batting and trying to bunt the ball and couldn't get it down. No balls and a strike. Got some speed on first, but not so fast at second. Tori's going to have to hit into the gap probably to get Holsizer home.
Yeah, that's the only thing about hitting Holsizer in front of Baggett. It doesn't really let Baggett use that speed to her advantage when they're both on. But then at the same time, a lot of times, I'm sure it works out fine when you got Tori Roberts at the top of the lineup banging balls off the fence. It doesn't really matter who's running on the bases.
And Roberts has got a lot of stolen bases this season as well.
Absolutely.
Swing and a foul tip, just got a piece of it.
And I'm sure Coach
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm sure Coach Smith gets very happy when she has Tori Roberts and Rachel Baggett on the bases at the same time. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense, opens up a lot of holes for Madison Pike and Kaylee Williams.
Infield back, right fielder's in just a little bit. Ooh, got her on a strike.
That's
Tori
a good
Roberts
pitch.
Takes a called 3rd strike. Good pitch.
That's a good pitch by Chapa right there. Stretch it out a little bit, see what you can get with the umpire. Makes a competitive pitch, gets the call, and gets a tough out there with Tori Roberts.
Madison Pike steps in. She flied to short last time on a nice catch, sliding catch in the outfield grass by Sydney Burr. Coach Rachel Smith coming in to have a few words with Madison Pike.
I think this is kind of just to try to get Chapa out of her rhythm a little bit. She made a couple of nice pitches. Coach Smith wants to take a little time, give her pitcher a little time to catch her breath, get in Chapa's head just a little bit. Hopefully Pike can get after some pitches right here, get on that barrel, and get another big 2-out RBI for Piedmont.
Piedmont's had some base runners, 4 tonight. There's a fly ball right center. That ball's going to drop. It's going to be over the center fielder's head. Deja Johnson goes back to pick it up. Here comes Baggett. She's going to score, it looks like, and it's 3-0 Piedmont. And Madison Pike ends up at second with a double.
That's a great swing by Pike, great approach. She gets a pitch that she can handle early in the count, and she puts her best swing on it. And Ashley Chapa, who had made some big pitches, and not a bad pitch right there. She's trying to get ahead. It's just a good piece of hitting. This is a big at-bat right here if Chapa can get out of it with no more runs.
Kayla Williams walked her last time up. She rips a bullet down the third baseline. Coach Smith, Rachel Smith, doing a little bit of toe dancing down there to get out of the way of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have thrown my body in front of that ball either. That ball's coming off the barrel pretty well.
No balls and 1 strike. Kayla Williams, the pitcher for the Bulldogs. Ball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. The walk and the hit batter have come back to haunt Ashley Chapa in this inning as both of them came around to score on the double.
Yeah, they tend to do that to you.
There's a line drive in the left field. Base hit. Here comes Pike. The throw to the plate is going to be late. Cut off by Chapa, and the runner goes down to second. Williams, and she slides in there safely, and the ball gets away. But so Williams picks up an RBI, and it's 4-0 Piedmont.
Yeah, and that's what Piedmont tries to do. Get guys on base, get the big hit, put pressure on the defense, and Kaylee Williams comes through with another big 2-out hit.
4 runs on 3 hits for the Bulldogs. Caitlin Tant steps into the lineup. She was hit by the pitch her last time up. They want to get her out. The DH, Kendall Presley's on deck, and she's been on a hitting tear herself this week. Ball low, and then there gets away from the catcher, and Williams got some speed on the base pass as the 9th grader races the third in there safely.
I know Ashley's given up a couple of hits these last batters. She just needs to settle back down, get back in the strike zone, get ahead of these hitters, let her defense play behind her, and they'll be fine. There's plenty of game left for them to score runs. She can get a big out right here. It'd be huge.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to third. Nice play. Throw to first is going to be in time as the third baseman, Miracle Denard, makes a nice play. 5-3. The inning is over, but not before the Bulldogs put 3 more runs on the board, and they take a 4-0 lead as we go to the top half of the third inning. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
It's the March Madness sale going on all month long at Sunny King Honda. Check out our championship lineup. Rates as low as 0.9%. Lease a 14 Accord LX for only $199 a month. Lease a 14 Civic LX for only $149 a month. Check out all of our inventory at sunnykinghonda.com. Sunny King Honda is your one-stop shop for new and used cars. Sunny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
This FNN Sports Exclusive is brought to you in part by Sunny King Honda, where it's March Madness all month long. Take exit 188 off I-20 to where customer satisfaction is king.
We're back here. Piedmont leading Sacs 4-0. This is Brant Locklear along with Judd Edwards. We're seeing a well-played game up to this point. Sacs has made 2 or 3 fine defensive plays that have kept this thing close.
Absolutely. They're playing very fine defense right now. Piedmont's got a couple of big hits, but Sacs been able to keep it to a minimum. If they could scratch a run right here, it'd be huge.
Cheyenne James, the DH, coming in. She also plays a little third base. Swing and a miss, strike one.
That's a good aggressive hack by Cheyenne right there.
Here's the 0-1. Got the corner again, strike two.
Kaylee Williams pitching with the lead, going right after these Sacs hitters. Down in the bottom of the lineup, trying to get ahead. Get some quick outs.
2 strikeouts and no walks so far. And she hits her just as you said that.
Yeah.
Been 3 hit batters in this game. You don't see that as much.
Right, and like you mentioned earlier, both teams are crowding the plate a little bit. They're not going to give those pitchers that inside half the plate, and then they're doing a good job of keeping their feet still when they do come in.
We've got Maya Northard coming up, 9th grader, plays second base. She's got good speed as well. She went 2 for 2 against Pleasant Valley and has stolen base. Fakes the bunt, takes it high. 1 ball, no strikes.
From her bat angle there, it looks like she's thinking about trying to push a bunt over there in the triangle between the pitcher, the first baseman, and the second baseman again. Let's see if she goes with it again on this pitch.
James on first. Fouled off, took a high pitch.
Yeah, that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to push it out there, make that first baseman move her feet, and see if she can't beat it out. She's got to get that barrel up. You got to stay above the baseball right here and get that ball out there on the ground.
Northard just a 9th grader. Williams a 9th grader, the pitcher as well. Bunt pops it up, catcher coming this way, makes a nice play, throw to first for the double play. And what a defensive play by Hayden Tyree. She doubles up. Cheyenne James over at first base.
Yeah, it's a great play by Hayden. She read the hands, saw her hands inching up the bat for that bunt, so she was ready to pounce out there and make a play. The bunt was popped up. She got that mask off, got to the ball, and then made a good clean throw to first base for the double play. Good play by Hayden.
Very smart play, aware of what was going on in the field, and it's a double play. And we have 2 outs now here. Ground ball to short.
Better
Roberts
get rid of
fires it over there. Got her.
Nice
The inning
play.
is over.
Nice play by the first baseman. Nice catch and throw there by the shortstop.
Toya Roberts throws her out. We've completed 2.5. Piedmont 4, Sacs nothing. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Hey, is that a chainsaw carving of a chainsaw?
It's a Craftsman chainsaw. We have all the best brands. Weber, Scotts, Craftsman.
Genius.
It is.
Getting help at ACE is like going to your neighbor.
Visit us at Oxford Lumber for the best prices on the best brands with the best help for all your home improvement needs. And visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Do you need a good quality car or SUV, but because of past credit problems, all you hear is,
I'm sorry, we just can't do it.
It's time for you to come to Avery Auto Sales in Oxford. Avery Auto Sales is the easiest place in the state to get pre-owned car financing. And just because it's easier at Avery doesn't mean limited choices. They pride themselves in always keeping a lot full of good, clean, affordable pre-owned cars that are all Avery approved for quality before they ever get this tag. Stop in today where it's easier to hear.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Avery Auto Sales in Oxford.
4-0 Piedmont leading Sacs as we go to the bottom half of the third inning, and the DH Kendall Presley about to step to the plate. The sophomore has already singled and driven in a run in the first inning.
Yeah, Kendall's got a good swing. Comfortable in the box, really lets those hands work well. Nice smooth stroke. Let's see if she can do it again. She had a big RBI in the first inning. Let's see if she can stay in the middle of the field, stay on that barrel, and get something going for Piedmont here in the bottom of the third.
Loves the middle, loves left center. I haven't seen it. She stands right on top of that plate, but she's got that open stance. And she can get to those outside pitches easily. And they throw her outside.
It's almost like she's begging that pitcher to come in and see what happens. Yeah. That's what it looks like she's saying. But she's got a good approach too, not swinging at bad pitches, looking for something she can drive, which is what Coach Smith wants her to do.
1 ball and no strikes. Choppa winds and delivers. A little high, 2-0.
If Choppa could get a couple of quick outs right here, kind of get some momentum back in the Sacs dugout, that would be huge for them going into the top of the fourth with the top middle of their lineup up.
They trail 4-0. Little trouble with the release point there. Let go a little early. 3-0 the count. And you can see the beautiful hills in the background. Just a beautiful shot right there.
Absolutely.
If you can't play ball here, you can't play anywhere.
I agree.
Ball high, ball 4. Presley's going to take the walk. She'll go to first. And here comes Mallory Roberts.
That's a good at bat. That's a good at bat by Kendall. Not chasing, not trying to do too much. Take her walk, get to first base, and let Mallory try and drive her in.
Well, let's see if Mallory tries to move her over with a bunt. Strike on the knees.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they bunted here. They're up 4. They're at home. Chappa's having a little bit of trouble finding the zone right now. I'd be surprised if they weren't letting her swing it away, try to drive some runs.
She does hit the ball to the right side. Just missed on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quickly played game.
Because of the good solid defense on both sides.
Chappa throws it high. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. Presley on first. Not a whole lot of speed. Line drive, head up the middle.
Laser.
Presley's going to make it to second. And a base hit for Mallory Roberts as a senior. The only senior on the field gets a runner down to second base with nobody out. Here comes Hayden Tyree, grounded to short last time as she led off the bottom half of the second inning.
Yeah, she made that nice play last inning. Let's see if she can come through with a big hit right here. Runners in scoring position. Again, she's looking for a ball up that she can get some barrel on, drive these runs in.
Ball high, 1-0. One of the things that Chappa's doing is she's consistently behind. That first pitch is a ball. It's 1-0, 2-0 every time. So
yeah, that's something that's a little different. At the beginning of the game, she was getting ahead, letting her defense play. She needs to get back to that. She's got good stuff. She's got to trust it here.
inside, almost got her at the knees as Tyree does a good job getting out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes.
And I know in her mind she's wanting to throw the perfect pitch every time. But it's still an early game. It's the 4 runs, they're not insurmountable. If she can get some outs here, get them back in the dugout.
There's a ground ball to third. Denard steps on third, throws to first. And we're safe over at first base, but a nice play by Miracle Denard to get the force out at third.
Yeah, she's made a couple of good plays on some hot shots down there too, and that was almost a big double play. Like I said, Chapa's got to keep making those pitches, let that defense play, and they'll be okay.
Chapa looks like she's really been struggling with having the same consistent delivery each time. A little off on sometimes on the release point and the positioning of the leg as he throws a pitch. Holsizer batting. Got the corner, strike 1. But she's battling.
Yeah, she is. She's grinding it out. You know, not getting ahead of every batter, but she's making competitive pitches, and that's what it's all about.
No balls, 1 strike. Ground ball to second base. Trouble, it's going to be safe all the way around. As Northwood unable to get a handle on a hard hit ball.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. She did a good job of knocking it down. Obviously, you'd like to see them get at least 1 out there, but she kept that ball in the infield, didn't allow a run to score, and you know, there's nobody hurt really if they can make a play right here. They're still 1 pitch away, 1 ground ball, turn a double play, and they're in the dugout.
Rachel Baggett steps into the box, and she hits that ball
that
down the third base line. Was the runner in fair territory or not?
Yeah, she was. The umpire is ruling that runner out because she came in fair territory, and that's just a bit of a base running mistake there. You got to stay in foul territory on that as the base runner.
You should, as my coach used to say, you should never, ever be in fair territory on third base.
That's right. Let's hope she's okay. The ball got her in the ankle. It looks like she's walking off. She's pretty tough. I believe they ruled that a fair ball.
That's Mallory Roberts.
Yeah, that's a senior. She's showing some grit right now. She's not letting anybody come look at it. She's going to try to walk it off.
I'm not sure they called her out. They're letting her stand. They must have ruled she was in foul territory, so she does stay.
That umpire came up ruling that ball fair. I'm confused, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, Rachel Baggett steps back in. Rachel, who will do anything to get on base Baggett, as I call her. Ball on strike now.
And Mallory Roberts did not come into fair territory on that pitch. She stayed out there outside that fair foul line.
And she better keep her eyes on Baggett. There's a fly ball right field. That's going to get a run home for sure. It's going to go over the right fielder's head. Tatiana Jenkins unable to come up with it. Here comes Tyree around. She falls down. The throw to the plate is going to be cut off by the pitcher. And now runner goes down to second base as Baggett gets the second on the throw. And there's runners at second, third, and 2 runs cross the plate.
Yeah, the ball was struck well. Tough play by the right fielder. Just a good swing right there by Baggett.
Baggett, a really great 9th hitter. She's been on twice. This sets the table for the top of the order. And here's Tori Roberts up. She's 0 for 2 on the night. Flied to center and struck out. And she's just about to burst probably to get a hit at this point.
Yeah, expect to see a good competitive at bat right here by Tori.
She came into this game on fire. Now she's 0 for 2. But she's got 2 ducks on the pond sitting at second. And third is Holsheiser's on third and Baggett on second.
And Baggett's going to score on just about anything.
Ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. 6-0 Piedmont leading. And Piedmont with just 1 out here in the 3rd inning trying to break it wide open. Ground ball,
nice
knocked
play
down by the third baseman Denard. She's going to throw it home instead, but it's not a forced play. And now Roberts running the bases aggressively, gets to second base while the catcher's sitting there looking at the umpire.
Tough luck right there for Sachs. Another good play by the third baseman for Sachs. A good heads-up play to come home and try to get the not as fast runner. But it wasn't a forced play. You got to make the tag there. And then Tori Roberts, of course, doing what she does with a great heads-up play and taking second base as the catcher looks to the umpire for the call.
7-0 Bulldogs. Madison Pike steps in. She's got a double and 2 RBIs, and she took out the third base coach over there. Coach Rachel Smith, that is about as close as she's been to a softball in a while, probably without holding it in her hand. I don't know if she does yoga or something like that. It probably was to her benefit that time.
It looked like a move from the Matrix.
Yes, it did. I don't know how she got out of the way of that thing. She's about 2 steps further back this time in the box. Little looper going to be in left field. It's going to drop. Base hit. Here comes one run. Roberts goes into third sliding, and Kaylee Williams, or excuse me, Pike takes the ball while the ball's being thrown to third and goes down to second.
Piedmont is keeping that foot on the gas pedal right now. They're not backing off. They're staying super aggressive at the plate, staying super aggressive on the bases, always taking the extra bag. And that's why when these balls are getting in there, they're scoring a couple extra runs.
And if you're Sachs, you got to hit the cutoff. You got to keep that runner off second base.
Right.
Strike on the outside corner. Kaylee Williams, she's 1 for 1. Walk and a single and an RBI. Scored a run. First pitch is the ball, 1-0. Bueno delivery, line drive in the right center. That ball's going to drop and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. Williams is going to try for third. Here's the throw. It's going to be cut off by the shortstop, and Williams is in with a stand-up triple and 2 RBIs.
Yeah, she can really hit. Piedmont is swinging it aggressively right now. As they scored more and more runs, they've gotten more and more relaxed at the plate, and they are just driving balls all over the park right now. But give it to Sachs. Chappa's not backing down. She's continuing to pound the zone and give herself a chance. As long as you're throwing strikes, you have a chance to win, and that's what she's doing.
Tant steps in. She's been hit by the pitch and grounded to third.
Nice play by the catcher there.
Ball low and in the dirt, 1-0. 10-0 Piedmont. Opening up a 10-run lead here in the third inning. Ball behind her head, little chin music here in Piedmont.
Yeah, and that was one of our keys to the game before. Sachs had to try to limit the big inning for Piedmont, and Piedmont's exploded a little bit for 6 runs here in this inning.
Got a runner on third base still. Ball comes back to the catcher, fouled off. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tant trying to get on the board with a hit. Right now, all but 2 people have hits in the lineup, and everybody's been on base at least once. It's the 2-1. Little pop to short. Third baseman comes over and cuts off the shortstop. I always hated when third baseman did that to me.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the shortstop's ball, but
absolutely,
but maybe not.
Yeah,
it was in front of the third baseman, so we'll.
With the way that Miracle Denard's playing defense today, I'm sure that Coach Lively doesn't mind her taking that ball. But normally that is the shortstop's ball. They're kind of the captain of that infield. They're trying to go get every ball. But hey, the out was made, so I'm sure Coach Lively's happy with that.
Kendall Presley gets up, hits a line drive, bullet into right field. Another hit as the hitting machine continues and drives in another run. She's now 2 for 2 on the night with 2 RBIs and a walk.
I'll say this, that swing right there, that transfers to any level into any sport because that is a smooth stroke. Her barrel stays in the zone for a long time and her hands work well. She can hit.
Pure hitter. You can just see left-handers like that sometimes.
Absolutely. It's fun to watch.
Mallory Roberts steps in, single and ground to second, and got hit by a line drive down at, she lit off at third base.
Yeah.
She's probably got a little fire in her after you get hit like that.
She doesn't look any worse for the wear, so let's see if she can get on that barrel right here.
She's 1 for 2. Ball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. As Roberts, you got a runner on first base, Presley. 11-0. There's a ground ball to the pitcher, and looks like the inning is finally going to be over for the Sachs Wildcats. But the Bulldogs pick up 7 runs on 5 hits, and it's 11-0. We'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Tax refund time is here. Time to purchase a set of Michelin tires for your family vehicle from Cobb Automotive, an authorized Michelin store that has been providing the Oxford area with quick, dependable service and quality tires at affordable prices for over 30 years. Get a set of Michelin Defender tires, the best standard minivan passenger tire offering confident driving through exceptional safety, longevity, and a quiet, comfortable ride to protect the ones you love the most. Cobb Automotive has qualified technicians for all your automotive needs, from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Cobb Automotive, Highway 21 South in Oxford.
Hi, this is Vernon Thomas, General Manager, Sonny King Toyota in Zion. Hey, it's March. You know what? Toyota, #1 for a reason sales event. We're going to show you why we're #1. How about the 2014 Toyota Camry, #1 selling car in America, 12 years running. You can buy that vehicle for $18,888. How about this? 2014 Toyota Corolla, #1 selling car in the world. Buy it for $16,995. No gimmicks, no games. Come see these and all the great deals on new Sunny King Toyota in Scion on the New Motor Mile in Oxford, Alabama, where the customer is king.
This FNN Sports Exclusive is brought to you in part by Oxford Lumber Ace Hardware, with convenient home center locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke. Visit Oxford Lumber for the best prices on the best brands with the best help for all your home improvement needs.
Another beautiful afternoon for softball here at Piedmont. Brant Locklear along with Judd Edwards. As Sydney Bearer steps to the plate for Sachs, her second trip to the plate, struck out in the first inning. And right now, pitcher Kaylee Williams is working on a 1-hit, 2-strikeout shutout. Foul ball off to the right, strike one.
Yeah, expect Kaylee to keep pounding the zone. Trying to get ahead of these Sachs hitters, let her defense play. She's playing with an 11-run cushion, so not a ton of pressure on her. She can really relax and just let loose right here, throw strikes and get outs.
She's faced the minimum since the leadoff hitter, Denard, got all the way over to third base. Double play helped her out in the third. Another pop foul off to the right.
And I'll say this, Sydney Burr is not intimidated one bit. She is taking aggressive swings. She's digging in there. She's going to be competitive. She's going to keep grinding out at bats. You know, there's still a lot of game left. I've seen crazier things happen in baseball and softball.
Yeah, I've been in a game we lost an 18-4 lead in the 7th, so it can happen. Foul ball right at us, strike two still, no balls, 2 strikes. Burr just a 9th grader, but she'll get out there and scrap. He made a diving catch in left center in the first inning.
Yeah, she did. It was a good play. Going back, going over that shoulder to make that diving play was a good play.
Let's see if Katie Williams doesn't come with something high and inside. And it is dropped into a short right field, caught by the second baseman just on the grass. Nice catch by Madison Pike.
Yeah, it's a good play by Pike. Every ball that's hit in the air, those infielders are thinking, hey, that's my ball. And as soon as that ball was hit, Pike was on her horse to go get it, reaches up, makes a nice play for the first out of the inning.
Both teams well coached in the fundamentals.
Yeah, they are. They're playing good defense. Solid D. It's been a clean game.
Lakin Haynes steps in. The junior struck out in the first.
It's been a clean game. Piedmont's just been able to string together a few more hits to this point. Let's see if Sachs can get a rally going here.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, or the 0-1 pitch, excuse me. Low and in the dirt. Now it's 1-1. Haynes, the catcher for the Sachs Wildcats. Also the number 3 hitter in the lineup. A little blooper. Catcher going out, going to drop. And Hayden Tyree, as we've seen tonight, is a very aggressive catcher. She'll go after anything.
Yeah, she will. Good effort there by Hayden. Not able to get to it in time, but I know Coach Smith appreciates that effort. Her being a leader behind the dish, playing hard, all out, trying to make plays for her pitcher.
Just a sophomore, had a double play on a pop foul in the, what was that, the 3rd inning. So she's been a factor behind the plate. And here is the 2-1 or the 1-2 pitch. Low inside, almost caught her. Be 2 balls and 2 strikes. I always watch them take that practice swing and they hit themselves in the back for the bat. I mean, is that something that you guys teach over there? But that hurts to me. I never hit myself in the back, I don't think.
Yeah, that's not something that we teach, but a good take there.
Just missed, 3-2.
That's a good eye by Lakin. No, it's not something we teach, but you know, you do see a lot of softball players do it. It's really working on getting their hands through the zone and then following through.
They got to have welt marks on their back after they do that 4 or 5 times in a row. Here's the full count pitch, line drive to the second baseman, right through the wicket. And it'll be a boot, and Haynes is on with an E4 as Madison Pike just took her eye off of it and went right through the wicket.
Yeah, that's a tough play. But on the positive side, that's a great at bat by Lakin Haynes right there. Takes it to a full count and then gets a ball on the barrel with 2 strikes. Drives the ball that way. 5 feet either way, and that's a line drive single. But a good at bat by Lakin.
Deja Johnson steps into the box, hits the first pitch to the second baseman. Pike catches it this time, flips it to short, throw to first, not in time.
And that's softball right there. You make an error, guess where the next ball's coming? Right to you.
At you.
And it's a good play by Pike right there. To make sure one, not rush it, get one out. If you turn two, awesome. If not, that's okay. Now you got 2 outs.
2 outs. Taylor Teague steps to the plate. She grounded the pitcher in the second inning. 10th grader. Got good speed, and she will try to drop a bunt on you from time to time. Fouls it off to the right side. No balls on a strike.
It's a pretty good swing. They're staying aggressive. I'll give it to Sax. They are staying aggressive in the box, getting off good, healthy swings, not giving any at-bats away.
They've only had 2 strikeouts in the game, so every batter's put the ball in play.
Absolutely, and that's their game plan. Put the ball in play, put pressure on the defense.
Fakes a bunt, throw to first. It's back safe. Hayden Tyree, this little quick snap throw.
Yeah, she's a good player.
Pitch was a ball, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams talking to their infielders. They may be looking for a possible steal here by Deja Johnson. And she bunts it. That ball almost hit her. She got the bunt down, fouls it off. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, she's just keeping that barrel back behind her eyes. It's just tough. Softball hitting, bunting, it's hard enough. You got to get that barrel out front where you can see it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul, no. Loop to second baseman. Pike picks it up, throws it safe. The runner, Taylor Teague, shows some speed and beats out an infield single.
Yeah, that's a good hard-fought hit right there. Put it out there, make them make a play, use your speed, and she ends up on first base. Now you got 2 on with 2 out.
And number 22 batting, Yana Jenkins, the 9th grader. And she fought that thing off with her fist and actually kind of spun it out towards second.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss on a high fastball.
And it's like you said, only 2 strikeouts so far in this game. They're fighting. They're in there. They're battling to put balls in play, use their speed, and in that case, it worked out for them. Give yourselves a chance. That's what it's all about.
Well played game. Both teams only 1 error up to this point. Ground ball to the pitcher. And Williams makes the play, 1-3, and the inning is over, top half of the 4th. Wildcats get no runs on 1 hit. We'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
So I'm looking for a purple, but not like the purple, but more like a purple. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's something you could live with for a long time.
Find your soul paint at Ace with Clark & Kensington Paint and Primer in 1. Now ranked #1 by a leading consumer magazine.
We'll help you find your soul paint at Oxford Lumber. And for other specials, visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace, the helpful place.
It's the March Madness sale going on all month long at Sunny King Honda. Check out our championship lineup. Rates as low as 0.9%. Lease a 14 Accord LX for only $199 a month. Lease a 14 Civic LX for only $149 a month. Check out all of our inventory at SunnyKingHonda.com. Sunny King Honda is your one-stop shop for new and used cars. Sunny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
We're trying to figure this thing out here. 11. I thought it was 11-0. I'm not sure how Sax scored a run in that last inning. The scoreboard at the stadium shows 1 run for Sax, but I showed 5 batters hitting for Sax last inning, and there were 2 left on, so they couldn't have scored a run. So the scoreboard has to be wrong on the big board. So it's 11-0, and they've only had 4 batters up in 1 other inning, so they just couldn't have scored. All right, Piedmont leading off, Hayden Tyree, sophomore catcher. She is grounded to second, grounded to short.
Yeah, she's hit a couple ground balls in the infield, but she's played solid behind the plate with a couple of really nice plays. And I know that Coach Smith wants her catcher to be a leader on the field, make good defensive plays, make smart choices.
It's line drive bullet, bounces off the third baseman, Denard, over to the second baseman. We'll call that a base hit as Hayden Tyree hits a bullet.
Yeah, that ball was well struck. And like I was going to say, for your catcher, if they can play solid defense, handle your pitchers, and then any offense that they add, that's just the sugar on top. That's a good swing right there by Hayden.
Now every batter in the lineup for Piedmont has reached base, either by a single or a walk. Holheiser batting now. She's walked and reached on an error. And Piedmont trying to just open this thing wide open here in this fourth inning. Ball low, snap throw to first, back in time. Lakin Haynes showing a good arm to first.
Yeah, it's a good quick throw.
Sun's starting to bear down a little bit now. Glad you got your hat on, Judd.
Yeah, I am too. It's starting to get down behind that left field foul pole.
Still, I don't think you're right. I think you're right. It's not going to be in the batter's eyes. That next pitch is ball inside, 2-0.
Yeah, thankfully I think it's going to stay over behind that foul pole, not be too much of a factor on the game. The only thing I can think of right now is the first baseman might have a tough time catching balls from third and short.
Strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. As a runner in baseball, I'd always try to draw the throw over there when the sun was like that if I was on base.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ground ball to third. Here's that play we're talking about. They're going to go to second in time. Just in time. Throw to first, not in time. Nice play by third baseman Miracle Denard.
That's the 4th or 5th play today that she's made, and those aren't easy plays. She's just making them look that way. Good hands, good strong arm, sets her feet, makes a good throw to second base. And like I said earlier, get one out. If you can turn 2, great. If not, you're fine. Now you got one out, runner on first base, another chance for a double play.
Here comes one of my favorite players of the plate, Rachel Baggett. She does anything to get on. She drops a bunt down the third baseline. She's been hit by a pitch. She has ripped a shot off her teammate's Mallory Roberts' leg at third base. She's doubled. And against Weaver on Tuesday, she was hit twice, had a walk and a bunt single, so she just...
Whatever it takes to get on base. I am surprised, though, in this situation that she's trying to bunt for a hit. Up 10 runs, usually your hitters will swing away. But, you know, if that's her game, then I guess that's what she's trying to do. And there she goes again.
That's a nice one down the first base line. Spinning, they'll never throw her out.
Yeah, she gets that ball down and away from the pitcher. You're not throwing her out because she really gets out of the box well. She can really run. And there she drops down a bunt single. And then brings up the top of the lineup in Tori Roberts, who is not an easy out, especially with runners on base.
You got to love that number 9 hitter just completely setting the table for your top of your order.
Yeah, a lot of the times coaches are going to put their 9-hole hitter. It's almost like a second leadoff for them. It's somebody that can run, handle the bat, and that's what Coach Smith does with Baggett.
Tori Roberts takes it low. Ball 1-0. She's 1 for 3 on the afternoon with an RBI. And she's reading her. I've got to check those wrists out after the game, see what they're reading. Line drive to the shortstop, caught, steps on second, 2 outs, double play.
Got to go back on the line drive there. Great play by Burr, the shortstop. A little bit of a base running miscue. Got to go back on that line drive.
And the inning is over. No runs on a couple of hits as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. It's 11-0 Piedmont. We'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
We build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front-end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a mower deck you just drive over and cut through knee-deep grass no problem. Yep, we thought the same thing you did. That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
Do you need a good quality car or SUV, but because of past credit problems, all you hear is,
I'm sorry, we just can't do it.
It's time for you to come to Avery Auto Sales in Oxford. Avery Auto Sales is the easiest place in the state to get pre-owned car financing. And just because it's easier at Avery doesn't mean limited choices. They pride themselves in always keeping a lot full of good, clean, affordable pre-owned cars that are all Avery approved for quality before they ever get this tag. Stop in today where it's easier to hear.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Avery Auto Sales in Oxford. This FNN Sports exclusive is brought to you in part by Sonny King Toyota on Highway 78 East in Oxford. Stop in today for the #1 for everyone sales event. Sonny King Toyota, where the customer is king.
We're back here just trying to figure out the lineup changes as Piedmont has brought on Kendall Presley to pitch the DH. Looks like Kaylee Williams has moved to center field, and Rachel Baggett has moved over to right field. And the designated fielder was Peggy Ridley, and I think she's probably been dropped out of the lineup.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of good at-bats by Kendall Presley. Now it looks like she's coming on to try and close this game out. A little bit different look for the Wildcats right here with the left-handed pitcher on the mound. And then you're taking your best pitcher and your three-hole hitter, putting her in center field. So that just shows you the kind of athlete that Kaylee Williams is. She had a great day on the mound today for Piedmont.
Left-hander Presley fires and low and outside, ball one. Ashley Chapa, the batter. The sophomore is 0 for 1, fly to right in the second inning. A little bit different spin on the ball with a left-hander.
Yeah, she's not throwing it slow either. Ball's coming out of her hand well.
1 ball, no strikes. Flying drive down the first baseline, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Expect Kendall Presley to attack these Sacs hitters with her fastball. Get them swinging, let her defense play. Playing with a 10-run lead here in the top of the 5th inning. She's going to go right after these hitters.
I'm still trying to figure out how that run got in for Sacs. Outside just missed. Nobody seems to be arguing about it. Did we actually miss that?
Yeah, I guess we might have. That's a good take by Chapa right there. Not giving it bats away. Staying competitive in there. Grinding them out.
Here's the 2-1.
Another good take.
3 balls and 1 strike.
Chapa's gotten herself in a good hitter's count right here. She can box up that zone a little bit, get her best swing off, see if she can get on that barrel.
Fouled off. She hangs in there, battles. 3 balls, 2 strikes. (11-1), I guess, the score. I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and give them the run. Here's the wind and the pitch by the lefty. Took a little bit off. Fouled off by Chapa, hanging in there. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, she's got a good at-bat going. If she could finish this at-bat on first base, it would be a great way to start this inning for the Sacs Wildcats. I know that Coach Lively is wanting them to scratch a run no matter what they have to do. Get a girl on base, get her around.
I believe the 10-run rule is in effect, so you need a base runner to keep this game going so you can get something going.
Great at-bat.
Good at-bat. Chapa draws the walk. Let's see if she gets a runner.
Looks like they're going to leave her in, let her run. Or maybe not.
Cheyenne James checks into the box.
And Coach Lively coming up to talk to the umpire. And they're just saying, hey, we'll leave Chapa in to run.
Curious, I wonder what that was about. Maybe they're going to pinch hit the next hitter or something, or maybe this is a pinch hitter here. I can't see the back of the number, but I believe that's Cheyenne James.
Yeah, I believe 13. It is as well.
She swings and misses, strike 1. Sun's starting to bear down here on your announcers.
It really is. Hey, but I'll take it over rain and clouds any day.
You bet. High pop to first. Nice catch by the first baseman, Caitlin Taunt, for the first out of the inning. Chapa remains at first. Maya Northard hit the little pop foul to the catcher last time that the catcher Hayden Tyree grabbed it and doubled up Cheyenne James at first base for a double play. Bunts it. Good bunt right out in front of the plate. Let's see if the left-hander can get, and she's unable to get it. That's one of those balls you probably wanted the catcher to take it because she had the right arm on the right side to throw it. The left-hander would have had to completely turn around and
absolutely
throw it.
Either way, you got to have a little communication right there. They got to be talking. I know that's something that Coach Smith will go over and practice tomorrow, but it's a pretty good bunt right there. Get it on the ground, make them make a play. That's what they were trying to do earlier in the game, but finally execute it here in the 5th inning.
Runners are at first and second as Miracle Denard steps in. A single and a grounder to short. Takes it high and outside. Ball one.
Miracle Denard making a case for a defensive player of the game. Some of those plays she made over at third base. She could get on right here, load the bases, get on the barrel, try to get some momentum going for Sachs.
Here's the pitch outside, low and in the dirt.
Good
2
take.
balls and no strikes.
A good take right there. She's got a good approach going. She's not swinging at bad pitches, looking for something she can drive.
2-0. Kendall Presley on the mound for the Bulldogs. Throws it. Just missed on the outside corner. Catcher wanted that one. 3-0.
Yeah, she's taking all the way right here. I'd be very surprised to see Miracle Denard swinging 3-0.
Yeah, you want to get that run on third base to try to keep this game going. Inside, little chin music. That'll load the bases. That's exactly what Coach Smith didn't want to happen here, was to come in a couple of walks and load the bases up. But you got to get that number 2 pitcher some action as well, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kendall's got good stuff. The ball's coming out of her hand well. She's throwing pretty hard. Just got to fill up that strike zone.
Sydney Burr at the plate, dribbles it down the first base line. Foul, strike one. Burr is struck out and grounded to second.
Yeah, Sydney Burr, a good freshman, playing solid D, grinding out at bats in the 2-hole.
Looked like she took a little bit off that pitch, got the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch.
Yeah, Sydney's got to extend this at bat, see some pitches, foul some tough pitches off, do something, create some action right here.
One out with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch, chopped it foul. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
I expect Kendall Presley to expand the zone right here a little bit. Maybe throw some sort of off speed or a breaking ball. Try to get Sydney Burr to chase something out of the zone. Trust your catcher. Hayden Tyrese played pretty solidly back there today.
And she chops it down the third base line. Looks like it's going to be in for a base hit.
Great at bat. Great at bat by Sydney Burr. That's exactly what you want out of your 2-hole in that situation. Goes to 0-2, not intimidated, digs in there, fights an at bat, and then pushes the ball out there, make a play, and beats it out to first base.
Now the question is it 11-1 or 11-2? We got it 11-1, but the scoreboard's now saying it's 11-1, so we'll know in a minute.
The mystery continues.
Yes. Strike on the outside corner.
And Presley responds with a strike to lead off this hitter.
Yeah, I'm not following this. My score sheet says it's 11-1, so who knows? Scoreboard now says it's 11-1 after they just scored a run. Foul ball off to the right. No balls and 2 strikes. So Kendall Presley now has been ahead of the last 2 hitters.
Yes, she has, and she's gotten soft contact on that last hitter. Just weren't able to make a play. Let's see how she goes about this at bat here to Lakin Haynes.
Here's the 0-2, high and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little brush back, and you got to look at that and think, is that a setup pitch? Is she about to go, down and away here with some sort of off speed to get her fishing, or she go right back at her with that fastball?
Looks like they're setting up on the outside corner.
And she does.
Change up
down and away.
Foul tipped it. Just got a piece of it. Some of the hits in this inning for Sachs have been some well-placed dribblers, but very effective nevertheless.
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-2. Fastball inside, just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. These Sachs Wildcat hitters are battling every plate appearance this whole game, really.
Yeah, they really are. Not swinging at bad pitches.
Only 2 strikeouts on the evening. Grounded down the first base line again. Haynes hanging in there.
That's a good 2-strike approach. They're letting the ball travel. They're not getting out on their front foot. Not running out of bat. They're giving themselves a chance. That's kind of the story of their whole season. Grind out at bats, throw strikes, try to play solid D, and you give yourself a chance to win.
This is a 2-2 pitch. I think it's going to be a curveball. And it was an off-speed pitch, and it's driven into left field.
That's going to score a run, though.
It's going to score a run.
Yeah, it will.
Easily scoring Northard, and it's now 11-2.
That's huge for Sachs. I know that Coach Lively is proud of her girls for scratching out a couple of runs right there, extending this game, giving themselves a chance. And the inning's not over. Still got two runners on base, still in the middle of your lineup. Let's see if they can push another one across.
Deja Johnson, 0 for 2, fly to center and hit it into a fielder's choice. Goes after a high one, fouled off. Just looking at the signs from the Piedmont, they really make no attempt to hide it, so. And this will be a fast ball. It's belted into right field, down the right field line. It's going to be
foul ball.
Foul ball.
By an inch. And that's the break that they have been looking for.
That would have cut this thing to 11-4.
Yeah, it would have, and you'd have had a runner on second or possibly third base.
Yeah. Deja Johnson just missing.
And you're starting to see the Sacs Wildcats loosen up a little bit. They realize, hey, we're still in this thing. They're taking aggressive swings. Coach Lively is energetic over at third base. They realize they're one swing away.
Got it. Ground ball to second base. Second baseman grabs it, throws the first. Inning is over.
Good play by Pike right there. Get out of that inning.
11-2. We'll take a short break. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
Do you need a good quality car or SUV, but because of past credit problems, all you hear is,
I'm sorry, we just can't do it.
It's time for you to come to Avery Auto Sales in Oxford. Avery Auto Sales is the easiest place in the state to get pre-owned car financing. And just because it's easier at Avery doesn't mean limited choices. They pride themselves in always keeping a lot full of good, clean, affordable pre-owned cars that are all Avery approved for quality before they ever get this tag. Stop in today where it's easier to hear.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
Avery Auto Sales in Oxford.
Hey guys, welcome to Top of the River. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We're where families come for fresh seafood, delicious steaks, and farm-raised catfish. There's great appetizers, our famous greens, cornbread, slaw, onions, and everybody loves our fried dill pickles. We also have private rooms, reservation seating, and handle large parties. And we now offer on-site catering.
Thank you for coming to Top of the River.
Open 7 days a week. Best catfish in the world.
We're back here at Piedmont, 11-2. Brent Locklear, along with Judd Edwards and the great camera crew, is doing a great job, and the graphics people. I want to thank all of them for the great job they do of covering this game for us and making our job easier.
Absolutely. Yeah, everyone I've spoken with about Friday Night Network has had nothing but good things to say. Some of the viewers online, some of the people that follow the broadcasts have had nothing but positive reactions with some of the broadcasts so far, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad you guys allowed me to come and hang out today.
Madison Pike steps into the box for Piedmont. They want to end this thing in this inning. They need a run to do that. Fouled off to the right, no balls in, one strike.
Yeah, Pike's turning into a leadoff right here. It's almost like a 0-0 game for Piedmont. They want to get somebody on, get her around, and finish this game off. Pike's going to take an aggressive swing like she just did. She's looking to drive a ball in the gap somewhere, and I'm not going to lie, it's impressive, and it's fun to watch.
She's 2 for 3, a double, single, 3 RBIs. Fly to short, her only out on a great play by the shortstop. Just outside. Ball on a strike.
Way up in the front of that box, looking for something a little elevated, trying to get some barrel on it.
2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Pike starts it off with a single, her 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, she's had some really good at-bats, and that's exactly what Coach Smith wanted out of Pike right there. Get a good pitch to handle, drive it in the gap somewhere, and now she's at first base, and they have their 3-hole. Kaylee Williams at the plate.
Kaylee 2 for 2. Single, triple, and a walk. Scored 2 runs and driven in 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Smith let Pike run right here, give her the green light, see if they can't go ahead and push a run across.
And she takes the lead at first as the pitch comes in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Williams, just a 9th grader, stands to be the winning pitcher.
You almost forget she's a 9th grader when you watch her play, and the respect she commands on the field. She doesn't play like a 9th grader.
She just tattooed a ball over the third base
heads up
dugout into a crowd of people over at this beautiful complex at Piedmont. I'm still amazed at this softball facility. It's just a true best possible situation if you want to play softball.
Yeah, it really is. It's impressive. It's hard not to catch yourself just looking around and taking it all in.
No balls and 2 strikes. High inside, snap throw to first, back in time. Pike hanging around that bag.
Yeah, she's getting a good secondary, looking for a ball in the dirt, trying to take that extra base. And good job by the catcher there. Lakin Haynes keeping her close at first base.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Chopper pitches, line drive into the gap in left center. This may score.
That might do
Pike,
it if they
Pike
can't get
round
this ball
second.
in.
She's coming to third. They're going to waive her. The throw to the plate is going to be late.
Oh.
Throw to third into left field. Here comes another run home. The throw to the plate is going to be late. And it is now 13-2, and that's the ball game, I believe the umpire is going to say.
Yeah, he's going to wave it off, and it's a good game. It's a good win for Piedmont. They swung it well. Kaylee Williams, great job of throwing strikes. They played solid D, and you got to give it to Sacs Wildcats. They didn't give up, were able to scratch a couple of runs and extend it, but in the end, Piedmont's bats were just a little too hot today. It was a good win for Piedmont.
Once again, looking at the numbers here, final score 13-2. Piedmont ends up with 13 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors. Sacs ends up with 2 runs, 4 hits, and an error. We're going to see if we can get Coach Rachel Smith over here and a couple of her players right after this game, and we'll come back right after these few messages, and we'll take a short break as we get ready for that. This is high school softball on FNN, the Friday Night Network.
This is Eli Gold inviting you to the 2014 Race Fever Fan Frenzy, Friday, May 2nd at Talladega Superspeedway. It's your chance to meet and get autographs from Sprint Cup, Nationwide, and ARCA drivers. Bid on hundreds of unique auction items, memorabilia, and once-in-a-lifetime race experiences. Doors open at 5. Tickets are $50, but they benefit the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. For tickets, visit racefever.org or call 256-761-3369.
Hey, is that a chainsaw carving of a chainsaw?
It's a Craftsman chainsaw. We have all the best brands. Weber, Scott's, Craftsman.
Genius.
It is.
Getting help at ACE is like going to your neighbor.
Visit us at Oxford Lumber for the best prices on the best brands with the best help for all your home improvement needs. And visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hi, this is Vernon Thomas, General Manager, Sonny King Toyota in Zion. Hey, it's Mark. You know what? Toyota, #1 for a reason sales event. We're going to show you why we're #1. How about the 2014 Toyota Camry, #1 selling car in America, 12 years running. You can buy that vehicle for $18,888. How about this? 2014 Toyota Corolla, #1 selling car in the world. Buy it for $16,995. No gimmicks, no games. Come see these and all the great deals on new Sonny King Toyota in Zion on the New Motor Mile in Oxford, Alabama, where the customer is king.
Hey, Daryl, that's what a catfish looks like in case you forgot. It's all in the bait. Maybe noodling's not your sport. What you got over there? Whole lot of nothing? Stick with me, buddy. You'll get there. You are going off my wall, baby.
We're gonna need a bigger cooler.
You go back, back, back to Jack, Jack, Jack's for more, more, more.
Tax refund sale going on now at Midtown Outlet and Room by Room. 12-piece bedroom package only $9.99. Benchcraft king-size bedroom suite only $16.99. 5-piece reclining living room package $18.99. Ashley sofa starting at $2.99 and Ashley recliner starting at $1.99. If you didn't get a tax refund or you'd just rather save it, we have financing options that will meet your needs. Find other great deals like these at midtownoutlet.net.
Tax refund time is here. Time to purchase a set of Michelin tires for your family vehicle from Cobb Automotive, an authorized Michelin store that has been providing the Oxford area with quick, dependable service and quality tires at affordable prices for over 30 years. Get a set of Michelin Defender tires, the best standard minivan passenger tire offering confident driving through exceptional safety, longevity, and a quiet, comfortable ride to protect the ones you love the most. Cobb Automotive has qualified technicians for all your automotive needs, from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Cobb Automotive, Highway 21 South in Oxford.
Are you being
beautiful
audited?
afternoon
And
for
you owe the
softball
IRS.
here at Piedmont, as the Piedmont Bulldogs successfully take an area win, 13-2 over the Sacs Wildcats. Piedmont opened up with a 1 run in the first inning on an RBI single by Kendall Presley. They added three more in the second inning on a big 2-run double from Madison Pike and a single from Kaylee Williams, up that lead to 4-0. Then the Bulldogs just simply exploded in the third inning as they picked up 7 runs on 5 hits, as they had at one point 4 consecutive hits by Rachel Baggett, Tori Roberts, Madison Pike, and Kaylee Williams. Williams drove in 2, Pike and Roberts 1, and Baggett drove in a couple of runs and opened up that lead to 11-0. Sacs then came in and picked up a couple of runs in the top half of the 5th inning on a couple of hits, as Sydney Burr drove in a run with a single, and Lakin Haynes had a sacrifice fly to left field to drive in the second run. And hopefully we'll have the the Piedmont coach coming over here shortly for an interview, and we'll get some more comments from her. But the winning pitcher for Piedmont on the evening was Kaylee Williams, the 9th grader. She went 4 innings. And in the 5th inning, Kendall Presley, 10th grader, came on in relief. The lefty walked a couple of hitters and gave up a couple runs, but nevertheless got out of the inning. And then Piedmont came in the top half of the 5th inning or 6th inning rather, on a double by Kaylee Williams to put the game away with the 10-run rule. And so we'll take a short break. I do see the coaches coming over here now, so we'll take a short break and come back with some coaches' comments and players' comments. This is FNN, the Friday Night Network.
$10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate a lower tax bill. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will fight for you using industry secrets that can stop any IRS actions, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce your past tax bill, so you pay the IRS less. And we have a 95% customer satisfaction rating. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call the Tax Doctor now for a free IRS audit emergency review.
We're back here at Piedmont, and we've got second baseman Madison Pike here, a sophomore. You had a big night, or big afternoon, Madison. 3 hits and 4 trips to the plate, 3 RBIs. Tell us about your time at the plate tonight.
I was just going up there looking for good pitches, and the first time I got off the bat, I had one right down the middle, and I let it go through. And then I swung at the high one, and they called it. Then the second time I was looking for the one right down the middle, and I swung at it, and it went way out there, and I scored 2 runs. And then the third time I went up to bat, I kind of swung with a high one, but it kind of got down right where I wanted it, and I scored another run. And it was just a good night for me.
You had a pretty good game on defense. Oh, you did make one error, but then you bounced back right after that with a nice play on that grounder to second.
I just put my glove down late on the one that got under it, and it kind of got bad, but I picked it up and got the second, or the out for the play.
Okay, well, you did a great job. You want to tell us who your parents are, maybe, before we go off the air, and look at that camera and give them a nice shot?
My dad is Corey. He wasn't here today, and my stepmom was sitting up there in the bleachers cheering me on.
Well, that's great. You guys have a fine facility here. We'll take a short break now, and we're going to come back and talk with the winning pitcher, Kaylee Williams, on the night.
Your ring is in the P-trap, not in the ocean. You'll just need tongue and groove pliers, a washer, and a bucket for the trapped water.
Hey, what are you guys working on?
Tool shells.
Oh, that wasn't suspicious at all.
Getting help at ACE is like going to your neighbor.
Getting help at Oxford Lumber is like getting help from your neighbor. Visit us at any of our locations or visit us on the web at oxfordlumber.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I got to learn to hit that button. We're back here at Piedmont with Kaylee Williams, the starting pitcher for the game tonight. I've watched you pitch twice this week, and you do a good job of keeping the ball in play for your fielders. You got a good defense behind you, and you were the winning pitcher.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to say about your defense?
They've been doing good. We've been working hard to get better.
You play some pretty good defense as well on some of those bunts, I've noticed.
Thank you.
Now, you talk about your time at the plate tonight. You're not only a great pitcher, you're also hitting the ball very well. You had a single, a double, and a triple, and a walk, and scored 3 runs and drove in 4.
We work a lot on hitting and work on squaring up on the ball and hitting the middle of it, and I put in extra time by myself too. I've been working on it a lot.
Do you play any summer ball or anything like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who do you play with?
Crimson Flame.
Okay, well, you do a good job. We appreciate you having you on. You picked up 2 wins this week. I guess you pitched against Gadsden on Monday, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
So you picked up 3 wins. Well, congratulations on a great week, and we'll be right back with the Coach Rachel Smith of the Piedmont Bulldogs right after this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the March Madness sale going on all month long at Sunny King Honda. Check out our championship lineup. Rates as low as 0.9%. Lease a 14 Accord LX for only $199 a month. Lease a 14 Civic LX for only $149 a month. Check out all of our inventory at sunnykinghonda.com. Sunny King Honda is your one-stop shop for new and used cars. Sunny King Honda, exit 188 off Interstate 20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Okay, we're back here again with Coach Rachel Smith. And Coach, first of all, let's talk about your facility here. This is really something. I mean, I was assistant coach at Enterprise High School for 9 years, and we never had anything like this. This is just beautiful.
I agree. I mean, it's a great place to play, and we are just really fortunate to have this facility to play in. And I come out here every day, and it's almost like, am I dreaming? You know, this is, you know, if I would have, you know, wanted to build the perfect field, this is it. So it's great.
They thought of everything. I mean, it's, you know, from the dugouts to the dirt and everything. I mean, somebody just did a wonderful job on it.
Really, really nice, and we are so fortunate to have a facility as nice as this to play in. So.
Well, you should be proud of your team. You've had a really great week this week.
Yeah.
You beat Gadsden City. I saw you beat Weaver, and I saw you, of course, tonight beat up on Saxon. So tell us a little bit about your team. How is it progressing as the season's going along?
Well, you know, we want to make sure that we peak at the right time. You know, we're going to, you know, see starting the county tournament next week, and we want to really play well for the county tournament. But, you know, we want to be at our peak area tournament time, and that's what we're looking to do. And so every practice we want to concentrate on getting better. Every game we want to concentrate on getting better. There's things that, you know, we can identify, you know, during games that we, you know, can do better. So. And, you know, we want to make sure that we play tough opponents, because tough opponents expose weaknesses and things that we don't normally see at practice. So, you know, we always like to play against tough competition.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite players is Rachel Baggett. I've watched her play 2 games, and Rachel is like, she'll do anything that she can to get on.
Exactly.
I've seen her get hit 2 or 3 times. Mm-hmm. She's drop bunts down the third base line. If she gets a pitch, she drives it into the outfield. I mean,
right.
She's a
great
number 9 hitter.
She's a great number 9 hitter, and that's, you know, a lot of times, you know, a lot of people may think that you put your weakest hitter in the 9 hole, but really that's where you want to put your second leadoff, and a person that has a really high on base percentage, and that may be by getting hit by a pitch, or that may be just, you know, she just has a knack for getting on base, and that's a good spot for Rachel. But she's gritty and she plays hard.
Well, she's perfect in that role. I used to coach at Enterprise Junior College, and the number 9 hitter was always key, because you didn't want to put somebody slow there.
Exactly.
To the top of that order, and you've got some great speed at the top of the order, and
right.
and Tori Roberts and Kelly Williams and And we talked about Tori on the air. She just can take over a game at times.
Yeah, she can. She's a great defensive player. She's got super speed. You know, I don't. She's only been thrown out twice all year.
Really?
And you know, that's just a tribute to her great athleticism and the fact that she can get some super jumps on the ball. So she's definitely an asset to our team.
Okay, and you've also got Kendall Presley, just a beautiful left-handed hitter swing. I mean, she just inside outs that ball, and I call her a hitting machine.
Right. She has a great swing, and we always want to make sure that she has a spot in the lineup because of her bat. But, you know, she also is a good pitcher, and it's also nice to be able to have her and use her in that DP position and, you know, bring her into pitch like we did at the end of the game and not have to sub anyone.
Yeah.
And Kaylee, you know, she's flexible. She can go play in that outfield position. So that's really a nice thing that we can change up pitchers and show a right and a left in one game.
Yeah. Now your county tournament's coming up next week. Who do you guys open up with?
We open up with Faith, the first game at 3:30 on Tuesday.
Okay. I saw Faith play last night, I guess, against Raglan. So they've got some young players, but they're not a bad little ball club.
Right. We just want to have a strong showing and you know, play good softball. And I know there's some tough competition in our county, so you know, anytime you have tough competition in a big stage, you've got a great opportunity to show what you can do. And that's what we want.
Well, Coach, I won't mention your armbands, but we'll let you go. Now, this is my son. This is Sloan. He's a part-time bat boy and team manager, and he always lets me know if I make a mistake on a call, or if I don't steal at the right time, or you know, flub a call. So he keeps me on my toes. He's a pretty smart baseball guy and softball guy. All right, well, listen, we appreciate you being with us, and good luck the rest of the season. Thanks a lot.
We thank you for being out here.
And we'll just kind of, I guess, wrap things up here. This has been High School Softball on the Friday Night Network, FNN.